All right, welcome everybody. It is a Wednesday. I know normally we don't do a an episode on a Wednesday, but this is the All About Nothing podcast kind of daily show. My name is Barrett Gruber. You can follow me across social media at Barrett Gruber. If you want to follow the show, the allaboutnothing.com is probably your best link for that. But you can also go to our link tree. It's just linktree/ the All About Nothing podcast. Normally, when we do the kind of daily show, I am joined by my good friend Mr. Bill Kimler, who is didn't know we were going to go live this morning. I did that to him. As well, he's actually out of town on business. As far as I know, he is visiting his hometown, and that is exciting for him because apparently, in stories he told us, he had not been back there in nearly 20 years. Um, so I went live this morning on across our social media, as well as creating an episode for the daily release, because today is April the 9th, 2025, and it is supposed to be the nominating period for Best of Columbia. The Best of Columbia is supposed to be live right now, but as I continue to check the website, it isn't. And so I really wanted to go live and be like, hey, here's the link. This is what you got to do. Go nominate the Best of Columbia Best Local Podcast, the All About Nothing podcast, for the Best Local Podcast. But unfortunately, it isn't live yet, and which means that I can't give you a link. I can't tell you to go anywhere to go do anything. I can only just sort of mindlessly talk until it goes live, and the likelihood is I'm just going to have to do it later. Can tell you that this week we did drop an episode of the All About Nothing podcast that was really, really good. We had Bill Kimler and I sat down and discussed the Signalgate situation. The Signalgate situation being that during a pre-attack on the Houthis in Yemen, we did have a situation where several upper individuals in the administration, the Trump administration, were on their personal phones on an app called Signal, which I imagine if you're on TikTok, you probably know Signal. It is a secure end-to-end messaging application that you can use outside of text messaging and iMessage and such. So it's not like it's some app that's been created that is devastatingly insecure. It is a secure app, but it isn't really the place where you go to discuss things of a secure nature. Things like posting information to your Houthi small group about imminent attacks on different or important details, I guess, potentially, of attacks that are to come in the country of Yemen against Houthi rebels. So that therein lies the actual issue, which is that these discussions were occurring on an app that is accessible to anyone. One of the individuals that was on the app, being a recipient of this information, just happened to be in Russia at the time. And that means that any information that was flowing to them was potentially being, it was an end-to-end secure app, but how secure is that, honestly? And I don't know. I can't say. It's not something that I have a lot of knowledge about when it comes to that sort of details, or those sorts of details when it comes to actually using an app like that to, and herein lies the actual issue, is that at some point during the communication or during the setup of the group, an individual that was invited to the group was not actually part of the administration. It was the editor in chief, or one of the very important people at the Atlantic magazine. And being that they invited him in there, uh, I think he believed, based on the articles that I've read, that he thought he was being scammed at first, that he didn't actually believe it um, until the actual announcement went out that the uh, United States had launched missile strikes on Houthi rebels in Yemen. And at that point, he knew, holy shit, I'm actually in a group chat with these individuals. He was getting real time updates of what was occurring in this small group chat, and it's a little interesting that hey, my sister's online. She says good morning. Hey, good morning. Um, but so essentially, that therein lies the problem, is the fact that they invited someone into the group chat not knowing that they had invited them into the group chat. And that is really where things kind of fell apart, because at this point, again, this I want to say that this reporter for the Atlantic, this editor in chief, he was respectful of the situation and did not say anything. Um, at first, and then he did, because when he did, he basically let it be known that he was part of a group chat that actually uh, gave information about secure information, basically war plans, attack plans. This was something that information that got out through him, and then I think that probably would have been where it would have died, except that rather than admit the mistake by the Trump administration, they came out and bashed him for it. They said that he was basically, they said he was a crappy reporter, that he had done all these things, that what he was reporting was a lie, all this stuff. So he came back out with another article and basically gave all of the screenshots and indicated who all was in this group chat, to the best that he could decipher, because if it wasn't their names that they had, then he was at least giving the screenshots and what he assumed individuals were based on the initials. So anyway, the whole situation just degraded. There are congressional investigations that are either going on, or there's some sort of a review process that's going on. Uh, Ultimately, the likelihood is that nothing will come out of it, because this Trump administration isn't going to hold anyone responsible. So what do you do? It's almost all for show, but I think you still have to put on the show. So let's see. I'm going to check again, because I don't suspect it's going to be there, but I'm checking. So bestofcolumbia.com is where you're going to be able to go and nominate the All About Nothing podcast for best local podcast in the 2025 Best of Columbia. It is yet not still live. So the likelihood is I'm probably going to have to do all of this again once it does go live. So that's just sort of the frustrating part. But you live and learn, and we get over it, right? That's what we do. Let's see. So what else is going on? The Columbia Fireflies here in South Carolina opened up their home opener. They had their home opener last night. It was an exciting game to watch. The Fireflies won. I know they won. I was at the game, and they. I'm trying to think of what the score was. I want to say it was like 4-1. I think Fireflies won. They beat the Charleston River Dogs, which, if you don't know, Charleston River Dogs are an affiliate to Tampa Bay. They are the low single A affiliate to Tampa Bay, and I believe that Bill Murray has partial ownership in the River Dogs. So Bill Murray is if you look him up, or you just do an image search of Bill Murray Charleston wedding, you will see that Bill Murray, in living in Charleston, sometimes will just show up and drop in on people's wedding photos, uh, whatever. It's very entertaining to see these photos. Bill Murray also with Pete Davidson just recently had a movie come out that I watched called Riff Raff. It is fantastic. I thought it was fantastic. Some people might find it boring, but I think that it was really good. I don't understand the comments that I'm seeing on the TikTok. That's okay. Moving on. So there is I guess just to sort of continue this, I keep going back and forth, which is why I'm a little distracted. The Best of Columbia nominating period starts today and has not yet been updated on their website. And when it does, I will come back on and do a live and post and such and like. But we are waiting for the Best of Columbia nominating period to start, so that we can start getting these nominations in there. The actual voting period will be, I believe, either in May or June. But as of right now, the first thing we've got to get through is the nominating period. So at some point here today, it will go live, and we'll be able to get everybody to go out and nominate the All About Nothing podcast for Best Local Podcast. Again, we won Best Local Podcast in 2023. We were runner-up in 2024. And in 2025, we're hoping to dethrone the guys that beat us last year because they are cultists. I'm sorry, chiropractors. I do that all the time. I shouldn't do that. They're not bad guys. They're just part of a cult. I'm sorry. They're chiropractors. I mess that up all the time. Sorry. Anyway, so probably not going to do too much more for today. We'll probably just let this go, and we'll do it again later once everything does go live. But that's the plan. So, if you aren't yet, please subscribe to the show. You can find links at our website, theallaboutnothing.com, or you can go to our link tree, which is linktree/theallaboutnothingpodcast. If you follow us on YouTube and hit the little hit the little notification bell, then you'll know when we publish episodes and go live faster than anyone else. So try and do that, because that is the best way to keep up with us. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody. I know this was a short one. We'll do it again probably as soon as we have the availability of nomination period starting. So thank you very much. You all stay safe, be kind, and keep your hands to yourself.